All right, let's get real. So I'm here today to talk about the first premise of the Enchiridion, written by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus. And I'm introducing this to you because it's changed my life, and I hope that whatever I talk about today is able to give you something to walk away with. And there's a chance that it may change the way you think about literally everything. This first premise introduced by Epictetus is called the Dichotomy of Control. And what it essentially means is that there are things that we can control, there are things that are up to us, and then there are things that are not up to us. There are things that we can't control. So what are the things we can control? Well, we can control our thoughts, our actions, our perspectives, our choices. So on the flip side, what are the things we can't control? Well, we can't control the outcomes of certain situations. We can't control the way people perceive us. So, what people think of us. We can't control our reputation. We can't control the weather. There's other things that are outside of us that we just can't have influence over. So in the words of paraphrasing Epictetus, there are things, that are up to us, there are things that are not, and we should pray for the wisdom to know the difference between the two. Let me give you some modern day examples to really hammer home my point. Say you're stuck in traffic. You can't control that, but you can control whether you put on your favorite playlist and have yourself an absolute time in the car. On the flip, let's say you're on social media and you see some negative comments. You can't control what those people have said, but you can control whether you choose to laugh it off and go about your day. Or another one, let's say, me with this video. I can't control whether this video influences your decision making, but I can still choose to put it out there. That is my action, and that is up to me. So I hope this is starting to make sense. So what are the consequences of letting the things that aren't up to us influence our behavior, our thoughts, our actions? Well, chances are you might find yourself pointing the finger or blaming others or the world or the universe, whatever, for your current position in life, for your bad moods, for your inability to figure things out, to progress in whatever you're trying to achieve. Chances are you might fall into the victimhood mentality where it's always, why me? Why are things not going right for me? And that's like a dangerous place to be. So on the flip, the Stoics worry about what they can control in the current moment rather than worrying about the future or the past. It's all about the present. This may seem rather daunting, like it might not make much sense, but what it gives you then is this idea that you're not going to waste your energy on things that don't pertain to the present moment and don't pertain to things you can't control. So what is the practical application for all of this? Well, when posed with something we may consider to be bad or negative or just something that you think could derail you or put you in a bad mood, well, the dichotomy of control says we should face that and condition the mind to see that, well, I have no control over that, so I'm just going to shrug it off, smile, and go back to the things that truly matter to me, the things that I can actually control. So whether it be today, tomorrow, this week, I want you to think about, are you trying to control something that isn't up to you? Are you trying to control someone's thoughts? Are you trying to control the weather or someone else's comment on social media? Are you letting that influence your mind? And if you are, let go of it and focus instead on the things that you can actually change for your own life. So that's it. One idea, one shift in your mindset that could potentially change the entire way you go about your day. if this was at all helpful to you, stick around. There's 51 more points in the Enchiridion that I'll be going over, so watch out for those. And again, I hope you have a great day and you have the courage to take on your day tomorrow.